Welcome to Project 2D. Please open the Excel document from Moodle and go to your Chapter 2 folder and save this as your last name underscore first name underscore 2D underscore weekly underscore sales. You'll notice that this document, this whole workbook, contains two different sheets. So sheet 1 is online sales, and sheet 2 is going to be in-store sales. I want you to rename sheet 2. So right-click on it and say rename. We're going to call this in-store sales. And on sheet 1, right-click, rename this to online sales. And just press enter whenever you're done typing. I also want you to right-click on each tab and change the tab color to whatever color you like. It does not matter what color, and you'll notice that whenever you're on it, it's going to be very faded, and then when you click off of it, it's a little bit brighter. Right. Make sure you're on the online sales sheet and go in A16 where we have a date. So you'll notice that this is 2016. But it only shows 6/3 in the cell. So what happens is there's all different kinds of formats for dates that you can put in. So if you see this drop-down menu up here, the number group, you can put in different types, but right now it's on a date setting. If you don't like the way that date setting looks, there's this number format dialog box. And this is actually in each one of these categories. So there's different places you can go there. But this menu will bring up a different format for each one. And I guess whoever created Excel was a mathematician of some sort because they use PyDay as an example. So in this format cells dialog box, just make sure you're on the date setting right there too. And what we're going to do is we're going to check the one that has the month, the day, and the year. So go ahead and click that. And go ahead and click OK. And then it changes your date format. All right, and down here in the reviewed on in A19, put whatever day you are doing this on with dashes in between. Those dashes actually became slashes because it doesn't really set the number format. But we don't want to say 2015, we want to say 16 like it does up here. So click in A16, and up here in the home ribbon, there's this button called Format Painter. So click Format Painter, and what it does is it copies the format from this cell, and whatever cell you click now that it looks like it has a little paintbrush next to it will take on that format. So click A19, and it fixes it for you. There are two different ways to actually clear contents in a cell. So you can go in cell A1 and just hit backspace, and it deletes everything in that cell. Or come down to A2, and over on the right side of the home ribbon, there's a clear button, and it just says clear contents. So if you clear contents, it's the same as hitting delete. But you'll notice that this green box is still left behind. So what you can do is select both A1 and A2 and go to clear and go to clear formats, and that'll clear any extra formatting you have. This is especially useful if things in Excel are looking kind of weirder than in other parts. You can always do clear formats and see if that works. So in cell A1, type online sales and save your work if you haven't yet. Right. There are a few different ways to copy and paste in Excel, and I know you're going to think that you've done this a million times, but I'm just going to show you a couple options that you have. So select from A4 down through A19, and I want you to right-click and copy. And then go to In-Store Sales Sheet tab. So you see that this is followed with that dotted line. That means it's copied to the clipboard, which is just temporary storage. So go to your In-Store Sales, and I want you to click in A4, but don't do anything, just regular click. And then go to this paste drop box here. So there's a lot of different paste options. So one thing, you can just regular paste. You can paste formulas. You can paste everything with your same number formatting, the source formatting, any sort of borders that you used to have, you can take out now. There's all different options. Transpose turns it from a column to a row. You could paste values, so if you have a bunch of numbers and you don't want to paste the formulas, you can actually just paste numbers values instead of the formula for them. So there's a lot of different options here for you. But for this, you're going to just use the first option, which is just regular paste. And now that you've pasted, go back to the online sales and you'll see this is still selected. So to deselect, press Escape on your keyboard, the top left button. Save your work, and then you can go on to your video 2D part 2.